All right, guys, welcome back. We have another review. Yet another Snake Man showing up at my door recently. We got Squeeze here. Again, never had him. He came pretty late in the game, I believe. He came with Snake Face and that rotor, whatever his guy's name is, that rode around on his stomach. Had the wheel in his stomach. I don't even know if I really knew this character existed. Like, I don't even know if I ever saw that figure or the other two. It just seems like one day I thought about it. And, I don't ever remember seeing these back in the day, like him or Snakeface or the Rotor guy, whatever his name is. I can't think of it offhand. But it's kind of cool to get him. Like another crazy themed, Snake Man. This one, obviously the long arms, and he's a constrictor. I do kind of wonder, like, now that I have him, I've read some comic books with him in it. Like, I think I've read some He-Man comics. I don't even remember who put them on, like Image maybe, or Dark Horse. I read, I have some anyways, the Eternia War or something like that, and can't remember if he's in it. I know I have the original comic. I bought the book, the collection for the Masters of the Universe comics, the original mini comics, and he's in there. But I don't remember, do his arms retract? Or are they just always long? Like, does he just have to walk around with, like, 8 to 10 foot long arms all the time? Or do they shrink? Because if they shrink, if he can at least, like, pull them back into his body, it would have been nice to get arms, but I guess if he just has to walk around with those giant, snaky arms all the time, I guess it's just what he has to do. It'd be pretty annoying. I feel bad for him, it seems more like a deformity than anything else, but it's a cool theme, you know how wacky the Motu figures can be sometimes. So let's see, this is like the third one we've done for this wave. I actually don't even own Man-at-Arms, the Snake Armor Man-at-Arms. I bought so much He-Man in the course of a very short period of time between the Snake Man, between Snake Mountain and all the deluxe figures and the Skeletor and Screech and God, who else is in there? I just picked up Moss Man, Lady Slither just came out. I finally picked up Tila and not Screech, Zor recently too. So like I've just spent a heck of a lot of money on Motu for like the last like month and a half, 2 months. So I've just been blowing off, picking up the Man-at-Arms Snake Armor. But yeah, we got this cool card. Yeah, so we got Rio Blast and Extendar. I think these might have even been the original characters that were fighting him in the comic, and my brother had both of these, so like I was very familiar with those two characters. Actually, Rio Blast is one of the characters that I want the most besides Cyclone. We really need Rio Blast. I like my Cowboys. I really can't wait to get a hold of them. But yeah, otherwise, let's open them up and take a closer look. So yeah, here we go. We get them out of the out of the package. You got to rest his elbows on the ground just to keep him from falling over. But it's a pretty cool figure. The arms do have some kind of wiring in it to pose those a little bit. I do wonder how that's gonna work. Through after a decade or two, like what are those bendy arms gonna be like? I don't have the original, obviously, I mentioned before, so I have no idea what kind of shape the originals are in. I take it they have the bendy arms too. We have that weapon, which is just basically a poorly made snake, that came with the figure. But it has some kind of blaster in its mouth. Like, I don't know. I'm sure it's just the original toy. I'm sure the same exact toy came with the original figure. Good old fashioned 80s, weapons that don't make much sense. But otherwise, yeah, great. It's another great addition to the Snake Man army. Yeah, so I guess there's some posability there. You just got to lean him back far enough, for him to be able to support the weight of his arms. I did notice there is no swivel on his arms. Like, you can't, looking at his arm like this, it hinges. There is no popping this out. you know, way out here. You just got to bend the arms if you want to, which is pretty lame. I don't think you can pull these out like most Masters arms. Like they're in there. At least mine aren't coming out very well. And obviously I'm not going to push that because I don't want to wreck them. But that being said, he's still an okay character. He's still a pretty cool character. Just a little disappointing that he can't pop his arms out. It would be nice to find some green arms that match that you could put in there temporarily. Maybe like pop off. Whiplash's arms seem to be pretty close to that green. Pop those arms out, put those in there, put an extra set of hands on him with those gauntlets, and see what he looks like with normal arms. But you know, whatever, it is what it is. It's not like the scaling would match anyways, but still, it is what it is, like I said. So let's do some actual toy pictures with these guys. All right, so basically we got a nice good old-fashioned Snake Man setup. Squeeze as Terror Claw's Skeletor captured. It's a video for Squeeze, but we're not seeing, it's not focused on Squeeze. We got a whole army of Snake Men back there. It's pretty amazing having that much to choose from, which is really nice. I just go over to my Snake Man shelf and grab whatever's available off the shelf and, throw them in the background. So, that army just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I actually ended up going to Hobby Lobby this weekend and buying every plastic snake I could find for my Masters pictures involving Snake Men. I'll definitely be using them in maybe some Moss Man nature pictures or something. But it's pretty cool having all these snakes kind of just thrown in and around these guys. So not much else to say about that one. Let's go on to another one. All right, so I wanted to get a nice tight cropped picture in here with Sssqueeze and Squeeze taking on each other. Kind of seems like the perfect matchup. Having those two go against each other because, Squeeze can't really do much to Sssqueeze. And then just kind of filling in the background, of course, with, King Hiss and Terror Claw's Skeletor. There is no narrative storytelling here. This is just getting some cool shots of these figures. So, but yeah, just kind of wrapping, Sssqueeze in the arms, and they'll, the complete arms will be out of the picture, like the hands and stuff, but I think a nice tight cropped picture will work well for this. It'll look pretty good. So let's do one more shot. Okay, just getting another group shot in. This again will be a nice tight cropped picture with all these Snake Men around him, surrounding him, and Constrictor pulling him in. Not much to say about this one either. Just making sure that all their faces are seen in these pictures, and making sure that I focus on the figures in the background instead of Skeletor himself. So, not much else to say about that, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the description of the video for my Instagram and Facebook page, and we will see you at the next video. Bye now.